Welcome back. In today's episode, we discuss key roles within your firm.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy.
Today's question comes in from Manolo in Florence. Oh, Firenze. I've been there. Have you been there?
No, I have not.
Oh, you're missing out. Ciao, Manolo. Manolo wants to know, what are the key roles I must have filled on my team? What roles can I not grow the company without? What roles can I cut if need be?
All right, great question. First and foremost, sales. You must have someone selling the product. I don't care if you have an online product and there's no official salesman, you're not making phone or cold calls. You've got to have somebody selling. And online, you've got to have someone there to answer any questions. You've got to have someone marketing. Okay, and I'm going to put marketing and sales into one bucket.
You do. Some people don't.
Well, you can't. Look, are they two different functions? Yes.
And if you only have one person doing both functions,
Absolutely.
Make sure that person can do both.
Absolutely.
Don't just hand them a job and call it marketing and sales and expect they can do both.
Absolutely not. That's correct. So sales, number one. The second one is someone has to be managing the numbers. Someone has to understand the numbers and the metrics.
EBITDA.
EBITDA.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
EBITDA. Someone on your team has to know what EBITDA is.
They don't need to know.
Somebody has to.
No, they can actually do without understanding EBITDA.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so I shouldn't feel bad that I didn't know what it was?
No, that's quite all right.
Oh, okay.
But what you do need to understand is you need to understand what your P&L is, your profit and loss statement. How much did you sell? How much were your expenses? How much was left over? That's basically the P&L.
So someone has to understand finances.
Yes, but they've got to be at least basic finances. You got to understand those numbers.
Okay.
I see so many entrepreneurs run around and go, I sold $100,000 worth of stuff, and so how much are you making? Oh, I'm making $100,000. No. Big difference of what you make and what you get to take home.
Is that a CFO? Does the person have to be all the way a CFO? What would you call
I'm assuming
that
this
role?
question. Well, a CFO would run this in a larger organization.
In a small organization, what would that be?
Look, it can be you.
But
you're
if
the
it's
entrepreneur,
not you,
someone has to understand, and the someone is not your accountant. I want to be clear on this.
Okay.
An accountant is there to take your numbers, put them in little forms, and make sure that they go to the government in the proper columns. That's what an accountant does.
Okay.
Okay. Your bookkeeper puts them into the proper accounts so the CPA or the accountant can do their job.
So the person who understands the P&L is also not the bookkeeper.
Not the bookkeeper, and it's not the CPA.
So who is it? What is that called?
First of all, if you're running a business, you own a business, and you don't understand the numbers, stop right now and learn them tonight. So you got to understand them, period. But if you're not the one, if you have someone else in the organization,
right,
someone's got to understand the numbers. The question was, what roles do I need? You need somebody selling the stuff. You need someone managing the numbers. And when I mean managing the numbers, understanding the numbers. You as the boss have to understand the numbers.
And then another person can also understand.
That's correct.
And you seem to not care what we call that person. Like we can call it janitor as long as they understand the numbers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now, in a large organization, it's going to be the CFO. Okay. Treasurer is in the same group.
Okay.
But you've got to understand every single month, at minimum, it should be every week. Some people do it every single day. What came in? What went out? What's our margins? What do we get to keep? So you got to understand your P&L. You got to understand your balance sheet. This is what I own. This is what I owe. And this is what's left over.
Okay.
Now, what's left over is what's yours. Get it?
Yes.
And the last one is cash flow. Cash flow statement. The cash flow statement tells you how much cash that you have.
Is the same person paying attention to that? Because we're talking about roles in the company.
One person needs to understand all of these.
All of that, okay.
And you as the owner need to understand all of them.
Also.
That's correct.
Okay.
The next job, and I'm only going to identify 3 jobs. Sales, got to understand the numbers. And the last one is Who's delivering the product? Who's delivering the service?
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment. Yeah. And I'm going to lump in customer service into that as well.
Okay.
So I can run a company with one person as long as they're selling, know the numbers, and they're fulfilling the product or the service.
So what can you absolutely not live without?
None of those three.
None of those things.
None of those three.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what you can live without running a business? You can run without the fancy desk, the fancy office, and all the things that you do and spend money on that don't return
Dividends.
Yeah. Don't have anything to do with sales.
Right.
When you're spending money, the question is this going to contribute to me earning more sales in the future?
Got it.
And that includes payroll, yourself and to others.
We hope that helps, Manolo. Grazie.
Yes.
Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.